together after a brief break. I'm just going to ask one more time. Any further discussion, any questions from the commission? All right, I will move that we close out the public hearing and move into the discussion of the potential for a vote. So if we consider the question of the consistency statement separate from the approval with conditions or denial of the application, we have two potential ways to go. One is to note that the CZ application is consistent with the plan or not consistent. And as we always do, we would start with a motion that would need to describe whether the person making the motion is recommending that it is consistent, and if yes, how it's consistent. And then there would need to be a second.
Madam Chairman,
well, as we think about the town plan and the community's desire for focus on stormwater control, for example, there could be a motion that discussed how the conditional zoning application is consistent with that part of the town plan, given the improvements to the stream bed to better carry water in a storm down to Flat Creek, to carry it across the property.
that sounds great, but I mean, have we heard anything? Has anybody told us that?
Well, as so much of this participation in the commission is, I mean, it's based on anyone's best judgment. I toured the property. I saw the stream bed. I saw the improvements, saw the boulders, saw the additional pipe, and which is why I was interested in making sure that was included in the plan that's submitted as part of the conditional zoning application. I believe it is.
That's fine by me. That's all I need to know is that I've got something to base my vote upon.
Well, and so the way that we would need to go about this is we'll need a motion from one member of the commission, a second from another, and then we would vote.
Oh, I was going to point out in the staff report on page 7, I did put in the section on the future land use map from Montreat Tomorrow, which was the Montreat Comprehensive Plan approved in 2023.
Okay.
And there is some discussion about ETJs.
Okay.
It's on page 7 of the staff analysis.
7 and 8.
Thank you. It's packet page 12 and 13. Yep.
Okay.
So
Thank you.
Alexis, you're confirming that the ETJ is subject to the town plan?
Yes.
Thank you.
And I think something else to add, I think Alexis may be pointing to a more updated version of the plan than I cite in my recommendation to you. So I'm going to reverse course and say to listen to what Alexis said. Alexis,
Yeah, I would
was the
rather-
map added to the 2008 plan? Because I believe the 2008, help
So
me out.
I'm going to say the 2023 plan did not have a future land use map, it just had a summary.
Yeah, it's just the packet.
Okay. Does it reference the 2008 plan?
I don't really know, but I can read it out if that's helpful.
Yeah, I think that'd be great.
Okay. So the subject property is located in Montreat's ETJ. According to page 22 of Montreat Tomorrow, Town of Montreat Comprehensive Plan 2023, within the town boundaries, the majority of developable land has already been developed. Changes in future land use would likely require redevelopment of existing parcels. Most of the land in the extraterritorial jurisdiction is included in either the Woodland District or the Ridge Protection Overlay and is also protected from further development. However, there are some properties under private ownership in the ETJ that could be developed. Development of these properties brings up concerns about the impact on the environment and municipal services such as roads and stormwater management. As residents of the ETJ are part of Buncombe County's tax base and Montreat's tax base. And that was,
And not Montreat's tax base.
I'm sorry, and not Montreat's tax base. Thank you.
So, Madam Chair, I think that a motion could sound something like moving that the plan is or is not consistent with that section of the plan because it does or does not address the concerns cited therein.
Madam Chairman,
Yes.
based on what I've seen, other requirements within Montreat proper, requiring very similar types of actions, I would move that the planning board make the following recommendation. Did I get the right? Yeah.
And I'm sorry,
Yeah.
is this a recommendation on
Yes.
the application itself?
Yes.
I think first there needs to be a vote on the plan.
Whether it's consistent.
Whether it's consistent.
Well, I was making the movement that I'm trying to make that motion, that we,
Oh, okay, it just needs to be two motions. So the first motion would not be on the application
No,
or
I'm not doing that.
recommendation. It would just be a consistency.
okay, that's what I was trying to do.
Okay, I'm so sorry.
Now, I'm just saying that because based on my experience of what is done within Montreat versus the ETJ, I would like to move that we adopt a plan as a consistent statement, that we make the following recommendation to the House Board of Commissioners, that this application for conditioning zoning district is consistent with the Town of Montreat Comprehensive Plan, and that it manages growth in the outlying areas in a manner that protects views and the character of the natural environment while providing opportunities for variations in housing form and layout.
Were you about to make a comment?
Could I get a friendly amendment to that? So that is, I also think that the board should consider what Alexis said. So that is why my suggested motion that I said, I'm a little worried about the one that I wrote and provided to you. I think that's the one you read.
Okay.
So if one of the board members would make and have accepted a friendly amendment, that in addition, it is consistent because it meets the considerations outlined in the portion of the plan that the zoning administrator read. If someone could say so moved and then accepted, I think that we would be okay. We'll get it all in the minutes.
So moved.
Or
Accepted.
accepted as a friendly amendment. I think there can be a vote and we can move on.
All right. All right, we have a motion. We have a second. I'd like a second, please, to the motion
Second.
as amended. Thank you. Second from Mike. All in favor, please say aye. Aye. Are there any nays? Are you good, Angie?
Gail, did you vote?
She's an alternate.
Okay.
Thank you. Okay. So the motion on the consistency plan statement has been passed. Now, may I have a motion on the approval with conditions, or the denial of the conditional zoning application?
You need someone to move for an acceptance or denial?
Right, so the motion would indicate whether it was a motion for approval of the CZ application, an approval with conditions, and if there were conditions, the conditions would need to be outlined, or denial of the application. And then we would have a second on that if there was someone who was willing to second, and then we would move to a vote.
I'll move that the planning board make the following recommendation to the town's board of commissioners, that this application for a conditional zoning district be approved.
Mike has made a motion. Is there a second?
Second.
Second from Alan. Moving on to a vote. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Are there any nays? All right, the motion is passed. With that, shall we move into zoning administrator updates and discussion?
Sure. Unfortunately, my updates are on a sticky note, so I apologize that it's not more formal. The one zoning compliance I was able to do was 222 Louisiana Road, and that was the addition of stairs. I have about 11 incomplete applications in the hopper right now, one of which is seeking a special use permit. I also did a stormwater inspection at 325 North Carolina Terrace on September 23rd. They do need to still give me the operation and maintenance agreement, and I need some as-built stormwater plans, because they did have to change out, they had a tank that they needed to make larger for stormwater, so we talked about that and they were allowed to do so. I just needed their plans to be updated, so that concludes my updates.
Thank you, Alexis. All right, moving on to the next meeting, January 15th, 2026 at 10:30 a.m. And then I will pause and ask if there is any public comment.
We have our subcommittee meetings coming up. Did you want to mention those two?
Do we have dates on the, I don't.
It got put on hold.
Yeah, I believe, Gail, we're working on setting up the sign subcommittee. You've submitted some dates to Alexis.
November 13th
Okay. So,
is the signage subcommittee.
yes. Thank you for that. Yep, November 13th.
Hillside's on hold, right?
I believe Hillside's on hold. I mean, we were waiting for Alexis.
Yes.
We were waiting for Alexis to show up.
No, that's just for the discussion, to review the questions.
Got it, okay, understood.
Yep.
It was at 9:30?
30.
9:30.
Okay, sign subcommittee, 9:30, November 13th.
Here.
Okay, at the town hall. Thank you. All right. Was there any public comment? I want to make sure we close that out. Sounds like public comment has stopped. All right.
Short and sweet.
May we have a motion to adjourn?
Motion to adjourn.
Sorry.
I think it might be important to announce when the town council meeting is, because that is the next thing that this conditional zoning would need to go before.
When is the, Angie looking?
Do you know?
It's the second Thursday in November. I don't,
Okay, let me
like
look.
12th, 13th-ish,
Wait,
in that range.
And
So
before,
13th is a Thursday, and that's
Yes.
normally what time?
okay,
5:30?
it's double, okay.
Public comment starts at
Yeah, Josh.
5:30, and then public forum starts at 5:30, and the meeting will start at 6.
6, okay.
Oh, go ahead, Alexis.
Madam Chair,
Yes.
I think we may need to reduce this to a writing just to make it easy for the board to understand. Would the commissioner, would this board be willing to entertain allowing the chair to sign
The written form of the
written form?
recommendation.
Yeah,
Yes.
okay, a motion and vote on that would be great, and
So
we'll work
moved.
to get that done
Second.
consistent with today's.
Okay, Clay made a motion for the chair to be able to help work with staff and town attorney to address the written recommendation to the board
And sign.
and sign it. Thank you. And Eleanor made a second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, say no. Okay, the motion passes. Okay, can we please have a motion to adjourn?
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
Eleanor motion, Clay seconded. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Thank you. The meeting is adjourned.